Welcome to Terri HR Podcast. I'm Terri, and this is English for Career Growth, the podcast where we work on practical communication skills to help you succeed at work. Podcast Episode 3, Business Meetings Presentations, How to Speak with Confidence. Today, we're talking about this topic that affects everyone. Have you ever been in a meeting where you had a great idea, but you hesitated to speak up? Or maybe you presented something, but you weren't sure if people really understood or trusted what you said. The way you communicate matters just as much as what you say. And the good news? Confidence is a skill you can build. Why confidence matters in business communication. Think about this. You're in a meeting. Two people share their opinions. Person A, I believe this strategy will increase engagement. Here's why. Person B, maybe we could try this? I don't know if it'll work, but who do you think the manager will trust more? Even if person B has a better idea, the way they say it makes them sound unsure. Confidence affects how people perceive your expertise and credibility. And here's the reality, if you don't sound confident, people might not take your ideas seriously. But don't worry, I've got some simple techniques to help you sound more confident immediately. Common communication challenges, and how to fix them. Let's go through some of the most common issues and practical ways to overcome them. 1. Speaking too fast, or too quietly. When you're nervous, you might speak too quickly or lower your voice. The problem? People might miss important points or not pay attention at all. Quick fix, use the 3-second rule. Before answering a question or making a key point, pause for 3 seconds. This helps you sound more composed and gives you time to organize your thoughts. Bonus tip, if you tend to speak softly, try recording yourself and increasing your volume slightly. It might feel unnatural at first, but it makes a huge difference in how others perceive your confidence. 2. Using too many filler words, like, we all do this, but too many filler words can make you sound unsure or unprepared. Quick fix, replace them with silence or structured transition phrases. For example, instead of I think, try let me share my perspective, instead of like, Maybe, say a key point to consider is, practice exercise, try recording yourself speaking for 1 minute. Count how many times you say or then, do it again and try to reduce that number by half. 3. Struggling to structure your thoughts. Ever start explaining something and halfway through, even you're not sure where it's going? Quick fix, use the PREP method. This is a simple way to organize your ideas on the spot. P. Point. State your idea clearly. R. Reason. Why is this important? E. Example. Give a real-life example. P. Point. Reinforce your main idea. Example. I believe we should focus on customer feedback. Point. It's important because it helps us improve our product. Reason. For example, last quarter, we made changes based on feedback, and sales increased by 20%. Example. That's why we should continue prioritizing this approach. Point. Bonus tip, next time you're in a meeting, mentally use this structure before speaking. It makes you sound more organized and persuasive. Essential phrases for business meetings. Here are some go-to phrases to sound more professional and confident. 1. Starting your point. I'd like to highlight an important trend. One key point to consider is, from my perspective, the best approach is. 2. Agreeing or disagreeing politely. I completely agree with. Name S point about. I see your point, but I have a slightly different perspective. That's an interesting idea. Here's another way to look at it. 3. Handling questions or interruptions? That's a great question. Here's my take on it. Let me clarify that point. I'll cover that in just a moment, but first, your challenge: pick one phrase from each category and try using it in your next meeting. How to deliver a confident presentation. Public speaking can be intimidating, but here are 3 simple techniques to help you sound more confident immediately. 1. Use strategic pauses. Instead of rushing through sentences, pause before and after important points. It makes you sound more controlled and gives people time to absorb your message. 2. Control your body language. Stand or sit up straight. It automatically makes you feel more confident. Maintain eye contact. It builds trust. Use hand gestures naturally to emphasize key points. 3. Engage your audience. Ask questions to keep them involved. Use simple stories or examples to make your points memorable. Pro tip: before your presentation, take 3 deep breaths and remind yourself, I know this topic, and I have something valuable to share. Key takeaways. Confidence in meetings is a skill, not a personality trait. You can build it. Simple techniques like pausing, structuring your ideas, and using key phrases will transform your communication. The way you speak affects how others perceive your expertise, so start practicing today. Challenge: in your next meeting or presentation, try using at least one technique from today's episode. Notice how it changes the way people respond to you. Next episode: workplace jargon, business idioms explained. Have you ever heard phrases like, let's circle back, or think outside the box, and felt lost? We break down common business idioms, so you can understand and use them. Enjoyed this episode? Share it with a colleague. Listen multiple times, or adjust the playback speed in the settings, until you fully understand and can use these phrases confidently. Comment below, what's your biggest challenge when speaking in meetings? Like, share, comment, and subscribe to follow more episodes. Thank you for your listening.